Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada, Allegiant Stadium, home of the Oakland Raiders, but today, home to the start of another exciting college football season as we are ready to crank it up here in Vegas in the Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
And now on second down for this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Running behind that left side.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the left side. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Crosses the 45.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Good, solid tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Handoff from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Barges ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it. Take care of the football. Make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Fair catch, called for and made. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Hines is tight end. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. Three yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Now the play fake. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Now on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. The short hand, it's Carr. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Leaves it with the back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Give to the single back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Gets it out fast. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass rolls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. With jet sweep pass. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build. The give to the back.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
The give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And this ball will be downed at around the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Love the play call by the offensive coordinator here. They're attacking this defense in a lot of different ways. That time going with the jet sweep to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes the connection. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Auburn going to work with another first down. They'll try the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's...
Oh, look out on the right. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. On second down, he'll fire. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt will be marked dead just inside. 5-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about...
And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack. Give me one of those, please.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Wants to fire on second down. And it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Carr. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Clemson! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They're going to ride this running back. At midfield, he's got room. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
Now on 1st down from the 43. Now they'll run it to the right here. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Running to the left. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Trying to pick up a first down. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing ball, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. The receiver on the jet sweep. Open space at the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love when you run this play because it forces the defense to react. Do you want to spin a safety down? Somebody better keep contained. Very hard to defend the jet sweep. It's a very good play, especially when you got somebody with speed taking that handoff. And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Reels it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but a nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. So a drive there of 85 yards. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, and get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The offense starts with a short field. They'll throw it on first down. He caught it. Touchdown, Clemson. And the stomping has commenced.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They want to run it left here. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.